Hey, what's up guys? So I wanted to make this video because I haven't made a video like this in a long time, and this video is going to tie up both next-gen consoles and the PC, and it's going to unravel all the pros and cons that all these consoles and PC have. And right now I'm going to start out with the Series X, okay? The Series X is on. There it is right there. It's on that screen. And I'm going to be honest with you, for 500 bucks, you're getting a pretty solid console. You're getting really, really good graphics. You're getting sharp resolution, and you're getting a pretty good, stable gaming experience. But what you're not getting from the Series X is you're not getting the complete PC package. And what I mean by that is if you compare it to a PC and you're playing on the Series X, it pushes about 75% to what a more than mid-grade PC would push. And that's pretty good for $500, but at the same time, when you have a PC, I have the 3080 PC right there. So when you have that PC and then you compare it to the Series X, it's a night and day difference. But at the same time, I appreciate the Series X because it has a lot of good things going for it. And the games that they're going to be coming out with Unreal Engine 5, I know are going to be showstoppers, okay? Now, let's go into the PC. I know it's not on the screen. There's my PC right there. And the reason why I want to talk about the PC is, I gotta be honest with you, when I was playing Dying Light 2 on the PC, it is sharp, it is crisp. I played it at 4K at 60, and it runs really well. The 3080 that I have, it's a XC3, I believe, or a CX3, is a monster, stomping graphics power. Now, I know it's not one of the newer graphic cards, but it still utilizes all that power for the price that I paid. And when I'm playing Dying Light 2, it shows. It clearly shows in the resolution. I actually tried it at 120 frames per second, and it runs really fast at 1440p on these 75-inch TVs, okay? So with that being said, you have a review on the Series X, which to me is a pretty good console, and then you have a review on the PC, which is a monster of a gaming machine. Okay, now my go-to console is going to be the last one, and it's going to be the PS5. And the reason why I say that is because PS5 is able to maintain a balanced gaming experience with really, really good graphics. I'm not going to say it's as sharp as a Series X, and I'm not going to say it's less than a Series X. What I'm going to say is it gives you that in-between feeling of really good optimization. It loads really fast. The controller looks and feels next gen, and it just works. The games load quick. It feels great playing. Yes, you're going to have some issues here and there when it comes to what we were promised with next gen, but at the end of the day, I find myself going to the PS5 simply because it is convenient, it is fun, it gives that feeling like I'm playing something premium, okay? And so it's my convenience. It helps me to appreciate all my games, and as you could see, most of my stack right there is PS5. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give the number one console that I would go to for gaming would be the PS5, because it simply just impresses me, it immerses me, and it feels good. There's so many ways of playing the PS5, and you got the PSVR 2 coming out in hopefully by the end of the year. But in the meantime, if you have the PSVR 1, you can play that. There's just so many games that they're releasing, and to be honest with you, every time there's a review on these games, they're not that far off from PC. All these reviewers, you know, whether people are skeptical or they're critics, at the end of the day, certain YouTube channels have a really accurate way of explaining things and analyzing things. And I'm going to give that credit to Digital Foundry simply because I know exactly what they are expressing when they review these games. Because when I'm playing, for instance, I was playing on the Series X the other day, and I was playing the multiplayer for Modern Warfare, and I just felt like it was good, but I feel like the frame rates are kind of choppy in a sense, and I didn't like the way I felt moving around with the toggles on the controller. Now, every game's not like that, but for some reason, Call of Duty just felt so much smoother and optimized on the PS5 to me. And the cinematography on a PS5 is hands down, I think, one of the best things going for Sony, especially with they got the new Quantum Dot OLED TV coming out this year, the A95K. That to me is interesting. I have a lot of friends on YouTube that are, basically telling me to try out the Samsung S95B. It sounds really good. However, I'm on 75-inch TVs. To go to 65 is kind of a bummer to me. My go-to is probably going to be this year because I already talked it through with my wife, and she said that I would be much happier with either the QN95B 75-inch or the 8K QN900B. Those are going to be the prime TVs to go to, and the reason why is because the QN95B has the same processor as the 8K TV, and it's native 4K. So I'm not really in the 8K market right now. As you can see, I have both consoles, and then I have the PC. But at the end of the day, when I got my PC, shout out to Mist Slain Doggy for configuring the PC and custom making it and basically having the company make it for me. Thank you. Now, what I gotta say is that the reason why this number one element of gaming goes to PS5 is just, it simply always makes me feel like I'm playing something that is pretty damn good, a consistent console. And I'm not saying that the Series X is not that great as the PS5. What I'm saying is that's my preference. I feel when I go to PS5, it gives me that next-gen experience. Yes, I still have a Series X, and I still have the PC. Now, at the end of the day, if you want the best graphics, you want the most craziest frame rates, PC all the way, because you're going to get everything and extra, okay? And then you got the new GPUs that are coming out at the end of the year. That's going to be interesting, and it's going to be inviting to want to purchase. Now, the PS5, for some reason, just works. It feels great. The games power on. They load up quick. There's really no issues with PlayStation. They don't have a track record of being hacked into, so it's just a very consistent console overall. The Series X is a powerhouse. Yes, I heard it is selling a lot more than the PS5, but simply because the PS5 right now does not have available consoles to make because of the shortage of chipsets, okay? So at the end of the day, I give my number one award to PS5. My second award goes to the PC because it's still up there. And then my third award goes to the Series X. This is my review of all three consoles. The games play really, really well on the PS5 to me. They feel responsive. The games are awesome on the Series X. I just feel more as a next-gen experience when I'm on the PS5 for some reason. So this is my video. By no means am I a PlayStation fanboy or an Xbox fanboy or a PC fanboy. I have all three, and I invest in all three consoles and the PC game-wise. So I'm just telling you my overall year experience of playing all these games and feeling the most immersion out of all of them. And it could change in the future with the PC, but right now you got the PSVR 2 coming out, and I like collecting the PlayStation 5 games. So if you like this video, also give me some advice about the TVs. I have 4 TVs that I have lined up for this year. Of course, the S95B, because it's interesting more and more and more because of the color gamut. I am a huge fan of give me those accurate colors. Okay, so that's going to be one. Then there's going to be the A95K that comes out probably a little later on, third quarter. And that, to me, I know Sony is going to give us the variable refresh rate in that TV, but I also know they're going to give us a solid gaming TV. I don't think it's just made for moviegoers. I think that TV is going to have PlayStation 5 in mind, okay? Now, when it comes to the other Samsung TVs, there's the QN95B. The reason why my eyes are on that TV is because it's got the same quantum processor as the 8K TV. It is a 4K native TV, and I don't want to jump to an 8K TV if it's going to downscale or upscale the graphics, because it's not real rendering of graphics. It's not the real resolution. That's something I'm concerned about. So that's going to be probably the last pick of my TVs would be the 8K TV, but my first one would be the QN95B. My second one, okay, so it's going to be either the Sony A95K, the QN95B, or the OLED, or the 8K. But either way, it's going to be one of the flagships. So hit me up with some comments what you think. This video was an honest review of these consoles, the games, and just the overall feel, the expression of everything. I didn't go too depth into the controllers because at the end of the day, those controllers, they start to get pretty much average every day when you use them more often. There's some games where it kind of wows you again here and there, but it's still awesome. When you experience it for the first time, you're going to love it. Now, the Xbox controller, I'm not too much of a fan of the toggles, the way they're diagonally centered. I like the way the PS5 ones are. They're aligned together accurately so I can move around at the same time. I like that much better. I was hoping in the future, I'm not sure if PC allows the PlayStation 5 controller to be connected to it. It'd be really, really cool. I really look forward to jumping back into Dying Light 2. Alright guys, appreciate you watching this video. This is just me expressing my support for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, and my PC. And right around the corner, if you have an Xfinity router, they have a new router coming out. I think it's at the end of this month, and then you could just replace it for free. It's going to be much faster. It's meant for next gen, so pick that up. You guys have a great morning. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Take care.